Hey guys, this is Gary Wong from the Gary Wong Group, and today I'm super excited to be sharing with you this amazing project in Burnaby. It's called Concord Metrotown. The developer is Concord Pacific, so come with me. I often say how you do anything is how you do everything. You can get a sense of how amazing this developer is just by seeing how much detail and how meticulous they are when it comes to decorating their presentation center. This is definitely high quality. In case some of you aren't familiar with the Burnaby area, Metrotown is the biggest mall in Burnaby. There are 8 buildings that Concord Pacific will build. So there's these 3 towers, Grand Tower, Central Tower, West Tower, and these are the future phases. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 main towers that they are promoting right now. Central Tower and the West Tower are sold out currently, and the Grand Tower, which we are going to be talking about, is 65 stories, which currently is the tallest tower that will be built in the Lower Mainland. These 3 towers, they're actually situated on top of the 3-story amenity/commercial space. The strata fees are going to be 53 cents, approximately 53 cents a square foot, which is quite good actually. Like usually I see the developments nowadays are like 50, 60, even there's a development downtown that's $1 a square foot for strata fees. The units don't come with parking or storage because the developer wanted to give buyers a more personalized touch. So they have a la carte service for the buyers. For buyers who need a parking stall, they can purchase a parking stall for approximately $39,000. Buyers who want a storage bike/storage locker, it's approximately $9,600. The 5th floor to the 39th floor, there are 13 units per floor. Then from the 40th floor to about the 59th floor, it's about 88 units per floor. And then 60th to the 64th, which is considered the Skyhouse collection, there are 7 units per floor. And then of course the 65th floor is the Penthouse, which is 1 floor separated into 2. It's different from other penthouses where they have like a 2-floor penthouse or a 3-floor penthouse with rooftop access. But the developer is getting a lot of feedbacks from buyers saying that they want a penthouse where there's not so much like stairs, just 1 big floor plate split into half. The penthouses have an outdoor space of 3,000 square feet. The Grand Tower is actually going to be on top of this space. The Central Tower is going to be on top of this space. And the West Tower is going to be on top of this space. All 3 towers will share the amenities. As you can see, there's this blue track around the amenity space, which is the 400-meter jog track. For those who love running, this is perfect. This is the dog park. So for those who love pets and want a space for the dogs to like run around, I know a lot of you are tea lovers. This is great. The tea room, outdoor pool right here. These are the barrel saunas. That's really cool. Really cool. There's like some outdoor ofuro spa, which the sales rep told me it's like these outdoor jacuzzi space. Vancouver is such a bike-oriented city. They believe that there can be a lot of people who owns bicycles, and they wanted to dedicate this floor, pretty much dedicate this floor to these cyclist owners. So on this floor, you'll see like a bunch of like these little boxes, which are the bike/storage lockers. Most of the storage lockers are going to be of this kind of size. There are some slightly bigger ones that will be available for purchase nearer to the completion date. But for now, for what I was talking to you about, the 9,600, that's for the standard storage locker. So they have this dedicated space. It's called the Gear Up Room, which has a space for cyclists to maintain their bike. And then for those who want to maintain their bike and do a tune-up and they want to test it, you don't have to bring it outside. So if you look at this gray space, it goes around, and this space is for people to ride their bike and test their bike. That's pretty unheard of. Usually stratas in Lower Mainland don't allow you to carry your bike in the elevators and such. But so the developer thought of that and said, okay, we're gonna create 2 elevators for you to up and down the elevators. So there's 2 dedicated bike elevators. I also wanted to point out one of the coolest features I've ever heard. They call it the Biospace. So I'm looking at their brochure right now, and they talk about how they've installed HEPA filters in the high traffic areas, such as the elevators and like certain common areas. They have HEPA filters to filtrate the air going through. Concord was actually one of the pioneers of this technology or this concept. pre-COVID. They were doing this back in London and England for one of their projects, and they brought it to the Lower Mainland. Okay, we're about to enter the display suite. Just a reminder that the display suite is not the actual floor plan. They just want to show you what the finishing will look like. Take a look at this. In the closet, okay, you get this. You get what's this is called a steam closet. So you put in your clothes and it basically steams and irons it out for you, which is pretty darn cool. This is very common actually in Korea. This is built by LG. So what they're promising, the developers are promising, is that there will be a steam closet in every single unit in the tower, okay? So it might not be this exact same model, because in 5 years time, they'll probably have another model that's even better than this. So you come on in, there's the laundry space. It's Miele appliances all throughout, Miele washer and dryer. Typically when you see like, oh, this development has Miele appliances, it usually has Miele appliances in the kitchen, but then they go like Samsung or Whirlpool or something for the washer and dryer, but that is not the case here. They are using Miele everything. So you can see the washroom, there's gonna be lighted underneath the vanity, and there'll be a typical storage space behind the mirrors, which is very common. Toilet fixtures are pretty good. So Grow is the brand. You will see the shower niche, which is all across the wall, as opposed to like those small shower niches. This is like actually all across the wall. So you can actually, if you have like 10 bottles of shampoo, a lot of space. So this is what the walk-in closet will look like. So it has the typical walk-in closet fixtures, like places where you can hang your clothes and you have some drawers and such. The bathtub and the shower stall. And bathtub also has that big long shower niche. Also in the shower stall as well. As you see, the color scheme, you might notice it's a little bit different, okay? Different floor plans will have slightly different color schemes. So don't focus too much on the color scheme. You know, when you're interested, you can see that you can pick and choose which one you want. Concord always does a good job of organizing. So they put small organizers in the drawers. But let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so with the kitchen, I want to point out that this is one of the color schemes. It's not going to be exactly the same layout because, like I said, some kitchens will be different depending if you get a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, or 3-bedroom. For some of the bigger units, you'll have the full-size stove and the full-size range. Smaller units will have like the smaller stove and range. Okay. And one of the cool features she wanted to point out was this space underneath the sink. So when you're washing your dishes or washing some stuff in the sink, and let's say you wanted to throw out some of that gunk, right? But you don't want to dry off your towel, your hands, and then open this. The thing is, they have this thing where you just touch it with your leg, and then it's supposed to, it comes up, and then so you can throw your garbage or compost or whatever in the compost section. Concord Pacific, several years ago, they had a development called Avenue 1 in Olympic Village, and they started the outdoor heating with the wood ceiling in that development. They also did that in Concord Brentwood, okay? And with this Concord Metrotown, they are topping that. They are including what's called retractable glass system. So you can actually have a partially enclosed balcony. Okay. That's pretty cool, eh? So you're gonna open like this. Okay, so you do this with all of you can do this with all the glass panels in this section. So just you put those panels, go to the bottom, at the edge, and you fold it. And let's say you want to hold it there because it's very windy. You have this nifty little wrap. You rip it and you tighten it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The reason why it's not fully enclosed is because building code, you need to have fresh air ventilation, right? If you have a barbecue in the patio and you need air, so it will not be fully enclosed. So you can see there's a bunch of panels and there will always be one section that's open, okay? Just for fresh air ventilation. in this display, they actually put one of the Peloton bikes here, which showcases that you can actually use this space for a lot of different things. So imagine if you're on like the 50th floor and you're overlooking the view and you're on your Peloton bike. It's showing that to show you that there is space for you to do that. Pretty amazing. And like, let's say if it's a cold day, you can actually partially close the balcony. And some people are asking about the thickness of the glass. Okay, the higher up you go, the thickness of the glass will be different. Okay, so lower floors, thinner, higher floors will be thicker. I know what you guys are asking. Okay, Gary, great development, great units, but what about the price? The great thing is the prices are pretty affordable. 1 bedrooms are in the 600s, low 600K range, and the 2 bedrooms are in the low 900K range. This is in Canadian dollars. I think it's really great. This is a great development. It has a lot of technology and features that no other developer in the city is doing. 66,000 square feet amenity space, partially enclosed balcony, and themed closets, which is one of my favorites. All those other things really make this a tremendous value for what it's asking for. Send me an email or contact me. If you are watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for future videos. And I will see you in the next video. Spring 2026 is when the completion date is anticipated for. Honest opinion, it's pretty good. Does it work for everybody? No, not necessarily, but obviously investment purposes, great for investment. If you guys have any questions, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in the next video.